There are so many incredible neighborhoods in New York City, all offering different activities and an array of intriguing options that make each distinct from other areas. Whereas I work in all of them, for me, there is one neighborhood in particular that stands out from the rest and is also a place that I call home. I'm Dale Irwin with Halstead. Today I'll be giving you a little tour of the West Village and some of my favorite spots in the neighborhood. I think if I had to choose one of the more unique locations that I often think most people don't know about, it would have to be the Cherry Lane Theater over on Commerce Street. This is actually the oldest continuously running off-Broadway theater in all of America. And for an after-work drink or two with friends, there is no more iconic bar in the West Village than White Horse Tavern. And in the 50s and 60s, it was common to see writers such as James Baldwin, Dylan Thomas, Jane Jacobs, and Hunter S. Thompson all pulling up seats to the bar. One of my favorite buildings is the Westbest Artist Residences. These buildings were constructed in 1898 originally as the Bell Telephone Laboratories. It was converted to 13 low and moderate income apartment buildings by the famed architect Richard Meyer back in 1970. Moving along to the 21st century, we now see a hotbed of activity all along the West Side Highway. Here you can find tennis courts, volleyball courts, bike and running paths. Oh, and Richard Meyer? Look what he's done 40 years later. And you definitely cannot talk about the West Village without mentioning Sex and the City. Perry's famous townhouse from the show is right here on Perry Street. If there is one place made most famous by that amazing show, it would have to be Magnolia Bakery. Let me tell you, a visit to this area just isn't complete without their banana bread pudding. I recommend taking a stroll along Bleecker Street and Greenwich Avenue, where you'll find a terrific selection of shops and fabulous stores. There is also no better place to eat in the city than the West Village. It's one of the things that we're known for. If you want to grab an amazing burger, then head on over to the Spotted Pig. For some terrific pasta, check out Suzy, the sister restaurant of Del Anima. My favorite is the house-made ricotta and the garganelli. They also have a fantastic wine list. There's also the famous Waverly Inn, where you have to try the truffle macaroni and cheese, my personal favorite. I can't forget to include the low-key Jane Street Tavern, a place where everybody really does know your name. Right across the street from the tavern is Lilac, where you'll find great handcrafted chocolate. It also happens to be Manhattan's oldest chocolate house. All in all, the West Village is one of the most wonderful places to call home. I've had the pleasure of living here for 14 years, and there sure has been a lot of changes in that time. One thing that hasn't changed, though, is the energy, the people, the community, the lifestyle here. All of it is just second to none and has a spirit all to itself. I'm Dale Irwin with Halstead, and I look forward to meeting you soon.